the unspoken side, the dealing with grief and loss after finding out about a miscarriage. First, I just want to have this conversation because I don't see a lot of groups or people discussing it. It's the effect that a miscarriage has on the father. So I have a son now, but prior to him being coming around, um, my ex and I found out we were going to be expecting. Our relationship was already on a rocky road, so when I found out about being a dad, um, we weren't sure what we were going to do as far as keeping it or not. I wanted to keep it, but she wasn't sure based on the relationship. But I kind of want to put that part aside and just kind of discuss what it meant finding out I was going to be a dad. Um, Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be a father, and I couldn't wait for that circumstance. And I always saw it being the perfect, meet a girl, get married, have kids. Unfortunately, life happens differently than you anticipate or expect it to. But the relationship was already on the fritz when I found out I was going to be a dad. So again, I fought like hell to try to fix the relationship, um, make her feel confident that I was a good father, potential for a good father, and that I would be the man that society paints that a father should be. So I proposed, and I got excited, and I gotta say I was so overwhelmed with the idea of having a child, and like the first thing I did was I listened to Creed with Arms Wide Open. I think I listened to that like 25 times, and like I went to local football field and I sat in the stands and I looked at the field imagining playing ball with my son or having a tea party with my daughter. And I let the excitement build up, and I was genuinely excited to be a dad. I shared with everybody, and I talked to everybody about it and how excited I was. This was leading up to me going to basic training for the Army. So I knew that I was going to miss a significant portion of the of the pregnancy, and possibly the birth. But I think I was extremely stressed and anxious. If you look at my other videos, I lost my twin brother when I was 4. So even when I thought about having a child, like the first thing I thought about was praying that my child would be healthy. Before I left for basic training, the only thing I wanted to know was that my child had a heartbeat. So I kept pushing my ex to get the OBGYN and appointment scheduled because I just wanted to hear the heartbeat. That's all I wanted to know was my child was healthy. And then my ex had a follow-up appointment, and she texted me that, well, she first started feeling sick, and then we were very worried, and then she saw blood, um, and then she went to the doctors, and they did the test, and there was no heartbeat. So that was like, they don't really talk about it because they don't see it as a child's here yet. But I think when you think of the idea of a child, you start having hopes and dreams and that are tied with the birth of that child. And in a moment, that's all taken away from you. And then you're left with the memories of what you thought you were going to have. And it's extremely hard, and it's very depressing. Um, yeah, my ex already had a child before me, so this wasn't her first child, but it would have been mine. Uh, and it was hard to recover in those next coming weeks and days. And my ex and I still spend a lot of time together, and um, doing fun things and trying to distract ourselves from the pain of our idea of a child was gone. So that was hard, and But I guess I do want to say, like, if your goal is to be a parent, that um, you can still have that one day. Uh, I have a son, as you can see behind me. He's 7.5, and he came in the aftermath of finding out about that the miscarriage. Um, he came from that afterwards, so he was a surprise. So I went to basic training, and then I came home. And when I got home, there was an ultrasound picture uh, that she had gotten pregnant right before I left. So um, there was a bright side and a happy ending, but I just want you guys to know that if you're going through this right now, um, it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to cry, and it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to talk to friends and family, and go to see a therapist if you need it. If you need mental health, it's there's nothing wrong with feeling those emotions and not being okay. So um, I think the hardest part was being so excited to tell everybody and then having it all go away. So I guess I just want you guys to know that there are other people out here that have gone through what you're going through, and that I'm praying for you, and that I pray that your strength is able to come back, and that you're able to recover from this. And if you want to be a dad, that hopefully that's in the cards for you and you can make that happen. Um, but if you have any comments or anything, just comment below. Please like, share, subscribe if this could help somebody in your life. Thank you, and God bless.